Authorities say the murders of a father and a son last night at their Longshoremen's Union headquarters were probably mob-related. As Trish DeGasperis reports, the local has a long history of mob influence.
Police say that the murders of Richard Costello Sr. and his son Richard Jr. happened around 5 o'clock last night. They were shot repeatedly in their second-floor offices of Local 1964 of the Longshoremen's Union. Costello Sr. was the president of that local. His son was the business manager. Today, Ridgefield Park Police stood guard at the headquarters as officials from the Bergen County Prosecutor's Office conducted their investigation inside.
It's closed.
For how long?
Until they're done. I don't know how long it's going to take them.
According to the State Commission of Investigation, this local of the ILA has a long history of mob control. The SCI says that since 1984, the local has been run by the Gambino family. Richard Costello Sr. was believed to be an associate of Thomas Gambino. Before 1984, the Genovese family was in control, according to the SCI. And authorities have described the murders as a classic mob hit. Even though the neighborhood around here was bustling at the time of the murders and kids were out playing, the crime was apparently so quickly and quietly executed that no one heard or saw anything.
That's the strange part, is the kids were outside playing and this thing was going on when it was going on, and none of the neighbors, nobody noticed anything.
Police say there appears to be no motive for the crime. Nothing in the office was disturbed or stolen. But authorities do say that checking out those alleged links to organized crime will be a top priority. Trish DeGasperis, New Jersey Network News, Ridgefield Park.
15 alleged members of the Gambino organized crime family are facing criminal charges tonight that include kidnapping, armed robbery, and extortion. The 15 were named in an indictment handed up by a state grand jury, charging them as New Jersey members of the Gambino crime organization. One of the defendants, Robert Bisaccia of Nutley, is believed to head the Gambino family in Essex County. He's also charged with plotting to burn down an office used by the state police investigating organized crime activities. Authorities say a fatal shooting in a Monmouth County hotel parking lot last night has all of the makings of a mob hit. 46-year-old James Randazzo, described by investigators as a made member of the Colombo organized crime family, was shot to death at the Tinton Falls Holiday Inn. Randazzo was shot once in the head and once in the stomach as he stood talking with 2 or 3 men, according to Monmouth County Prosecutor John Kay. Kay would not speculate on whether the slaying of Randazzo, who had lived in Point Pleasant Beach, was linked to any current cases involving the mob.
Jury deliberations got underway today in the 10-month-long mob trial in Newark. 7 alleged members of the Gambino crime family are charged with racketeering. Several unusual incidents have happened during this trial, including the shooting up of a car of a now former juror. A Newark woman today pleaded not guilty to jury tampering in the trial. Denise Rose is being held on $100,000 bail. The 10-month-long mob trial in Newark is over. Verdicts have been reached today in the racketeering trial of 7 alleged members of the Gambino crime family. Among the jury's decisions, the jury has found Robert Bisaccia guilty of being a captain in the Gambino organization. He could be sentenced to 40 years in prison. And 2 associates, Anthony Proto and Samuel Corsaro, also were found guilty of racketeering, faced similar sentencing. A 4th defendant, Nicholas De Stefano, was found not guilty of racketeering and conspiracy.
The FBI today arrested 3 reputed members of the Gambino and Genovese crime families on charges they hitched a financial ride on the Newark Airport monorail. Authorities allege the 3 extorted nearly $200,000 from contractors, including several who built the monorail that started operation in 1996. The arrests cap a 4-year probe into mob influence during construction of the $354 million project.